First off, morning. Second off, forgot to tweet. Which is saying a lot because like I've actually been here for like 10 minutes. Because since I can't eat anything, a lot of times the way it used to work before I was on these medicines is I'd come up here and get things set up, and then I have 10 minutes to like go prepare what I was going to eat. But I don't have that anymore, so a lot of the times recently I get things started and I just sit here. It's kind of nice. I get cozy. I'm like all cozy. But I sat here and I didn't do the one thing I needed to do. So that's good. That's good. Let me do something. What should the image be that I tweet this morning?
Iced coffee.
Iced coffee. Ooh, that's good. I'm gonna search iced coffee. Let's see here. Sure. This first result. Drank iced coffee and proceed with my day. Some I don't really do a whole lot. Sure. And then I'll write, do you have your iced coffee ready?
I don't, but I wish I did.
And then I'll say, me either. And then I'll link to the stream. That's how I'll do it. That seems pretty good. That's a good quality.
Gold Mage does. Good morning, MC.
MC? 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 Hey, how are you doing? A little glimpse behind the scenes here, but yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. God! God! Hey, MC, are you as excited as we are for next week? Because we are excited for next week. We are looking forward to the Runaway Guys Coliseum.
That is how I feel internally a little bit.
It's fine. It's fine. If you feel that way, imagine how MC feels.
True.
It's fine. It's totally fine, and also it's totally fine, and also it's fine. I'm looking forward to it a lot. There was a really well-timed clown, though. I was happy about the timing on that clown. We had 5 gift subs from Mark from Vermont, to Jody5963, HP Casca, Bryce, Kashim Tenchi, and Roclaws. Appreciate it, Mark. Thank you. MC says, today I am not ready for TRG. Next week, maybe? Maybe. And if not, well, you know, we'll just play it by ear. Is anyone ever really? No, not really. You can't truly be ready. You can't truly be ready. That's impossible. Exactly. There is a lot of improvisation. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We talked about Coliseum a fair bit on Tuesday's stream, and how we were excited, and it was fast approaching.
Yeah.
It is for the general audience, it is 9 days away. 9 days away, but for the core group, it is 7 days away. Or really, for a lot of people, as they prepare everything that they need to do, it's happening now.
Do we have a meeting today?
Yes.
Okay.
For a limited time only. Tiny Eddie's fish stick in a vase.
Wow. Did we just get another
in a
blank in a blank?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. We're adding to the collection. What? Yes, a singular fish stick. It's 1,000 bits from Squid. Says Eddie, what should I have for breakfast? Fish stick in a vase. Just one. It's breakfast. Go light. You can have 2 at lunch. If you're not eating your fish sticks out of a vase, I don't even know what you're doing. And that is the way God intended. If you want more fish sticks, you need more vases.
I mean, you get all these vases when you get flowers, and then you're like, why do I have 20 vases?
They're for your fish sticks.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
20? 20 vases?
My mom had so many vases.
For the flowers?
Yeah.
Kids and velociraptors all go wild for Tiny Eddie's hazelnut and honey unicorn brittle.
Oh man, I read that as it was coming up as battle. It was brittle, but man, I kind of wish it was battle. Anyway, that's what's for Shy says. I got a new job starting in March, which has me excited and nervous. In honor of that, next round of snacks is on me. Eddie, your finest for the chat, please. Hazelnut and honey. It's a good combination. Hazelnut and honey. It's a good start. Unicorn brittle. Also, fun little lore fact: velociraptors love eating unicorns, which that makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. I actually.
That's why they're endangered.
But the velociraptors also are, I think, on the extreme endangered list. Super endangered, even. Really, really, really endangered. Pickle Slobs subscribes. Welcome. 22 months from Summer Essentia, 29 months from Mr. Game Boy, 41 months from Squid, 41 months from Chrissy G, and nearly a combo, 40 months from Aradesh 3K. That was close. That was really close. Not quite there, but really close. 23 months from Just KJB. Omega Kaylee, give it to the sub to Pukari Calpico. 20 months from Furious Kitty. 36 months from Voice and Aeon. Congrats on the 3. Enjoy that 3. 14 months at Tier 2. Gold Toast from Radio Dread. 300 from Satsu says, I beat the Elite Four in Alpha Sapphire by nannying baby Pokemon too hard. I hadn't meant to pass those doors, but hey! At least most of them evolved. I mean, a win is a win. No matter what, win is a win. Do whatever you need to do. Also, Alpha Sapphire is a video game that I forget exists. There's been several Pokemon games. Like, for the longest time, it was very easy because I was like, hey, you know, there's like 2
Red and
Pokemon
Blue.
games. Yeah. Well, you know,
How long did that last, Steven?
Well, you know, it did expand pretty quick. Because, you know, red, blue, if you want to count green, sure. You went to yellow. And then you got, like, Pokemon Pinball? Or Pokemon Trading Card Game was in there. Pokemon Pinball and Gold and Silver. So you, like, start to expand. Came to, Stadium. So yeah, actually within like the first 2 or 3 years, I guess you actually were at least at 10, and kind of expanded from there. But I always kept my generations straight until we got to, like, I don't know, maybe Black and White. And I never played the Mystery Dungeon games, and there's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, it ain't no Mario, but like there's a lot of Pokemon games. 300 Bits and Waste and Aeon says, so I had a really uncomfortable dream last night. Dreamt I was visited by Lady Death, who told me my time was up. I accepted it, and as I felt my body decompose, Death went through my files of accomplishments. That's kind of, I mean, I'm sure it may have been uncomfortable, but like, being told that dream is kind of neat. Kind of feels like the sprinklings of a screenplay or something. Sorry you had an uncomfortable dream, but that, I don't know. Like, the idea of, like, being visited and being like, we're gonna look at, like, and it's like a file cabinet. It's like looking through stuff. That's sort of neat. I like that as a visual. It's a really cool visual. Yeah, Bassoon says, Lucia got reminded of your accomplishments. It's true. got to think about what you just accomplished. Bits from Gold Major says, that is shiny. What is that? That is the guy. This is stupid. Doing it anyway. Oh, piss. Evil Shrimpy. Shrimpy the tongue will cut off his tongue. Oh, no. How did he find me? He's a shrimp. How do I kill a shrimp? It's from Memorable Moment number 31. How do I kill a ghost? I like the context being added, too. Because now I know that these are memorable moments. Then I get to find out exactly which one. Also, whenever I did the shoot, I did a gun. But I believe that that's not a gun. That's I think like a bow. I think that's from Skyrim. I don't know. I think. MC, I'm excited to figure out what bumper I'm making this Coliseum. I only have to figure it out in the next 4 days or something. Yes. You'll be fine. I believe in you.
Pick up a fresh box of Tiny Eddie's infamous caramel mini shortbread.
Somewhere exhibit smiles. 1,000 bits from Haley May, who says, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Tiny Eddie, can you beat my free treat from the coffee shop? Yeah, is it infamous caramel mini shortbread? That actually sounds good. Sounds good. Drizzle some caramel on some short... Yeah. I mean, probably not what you're in the mood for. Who wants to start their morning with a heaping helping of caramel? Yeah. Big old spoonful. I do like caramel. Man, I've had some sweets. I'm not normally like such a big sweets guy, but I've had quite a few sweets because we bought a big old thing of cinnamon rolls from Costco, because when you're walking through the Costco and you're at least a little hungry and you see cinnamon, you get this many cinnamon rolls and it's like it's ridiculously cheap because it's Costco. You're going, oh man, I need those in my lives.
Lives?
You were going to hope that you have more than one because you're eating so many sweets. Oh, what is this?
Pick up a fresh box of Tiny Eddie's Halloween Noisy Rounds.
From Gamer Girl Life, Tiny Eddie, what should I make for lunch for work today? Halloween Noisy Rounds. You know, that makes me think of what's those little things? They're tiny. They're for kids. They're like some sort of noisemaker where you like turn the little crank and it goes. You know what I'm talking about? There's some that just they're ratcheted. So they have these little things going around. So when you hold it and you spin it like this, and it's like.
I know what that is.
Oh, okay. Anyway, that's what makes me think of. But like a hash brown. Like if Bojangles hash browns had a little crank on them. I don't know what I was talking about something before that alert came in, and now I don't remember what it was.
Ham! I can't wait the ham!
It wasn't ham. It wasn't ham. I just don't remember. Go Coliseum. We can do that. We can make that happen. There are multiple Bojangles locations.
MC, I recommend picking up some of their seasoning. You can get it through the drive-thru. We've done it. And you get the little shaker of their salt. And when you make hash browns at home or French fries.
Yeah.
Or what else do we put it on?
Yeah.
Baked potatoes.
You would be a fool to not leave the area.
You can order it on Amazon, but it's
cheaper to just go through the drive-thru. Yeah. It before you leave the area, you gotta go through the drive-thru. Actually, that's a good tip for anyone who's visiting. You know, people come and they're like, "Oh, I wanted to try Bojangles." If you try Bojangles and you try their hash browns, fries, whatever, and you're like, "Man, this is really good," it's the seasoning. It's the seasoning. So all you gotta do is before you leave the area, go through the drive-thru and be like, "Give me some of that seasoning," and they'll sell it to you in a little thing. Then you can make it at home.
Andrew said, so you're saying it's cheaper to travel to Myrtle Beach and get Bojangles. Maybe not for you. I don't
mean,
know
also,
if it's on Amazon UK.
You also don't have to go as far as you don't have to go as far as Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
There's Bojangles as far north as some place
Does
I don't
Atlanta
know.
Airport have some?
That's
Charlotte.
not north.
Charlotte does.
But yeah, they're everywhere. This is the Bojangles.
They're not everywhere.
They're spreading. And everywhere in the southeast. Southeast extends as far as Virginia for sure. I know that there's some in Virginia. Becca even says we have them in Virginia. They're probably further north than that, maybe a little bit. Somewhere. It might be like one. Anyway, where was I? Chemist 2020 says, clown, just clown. 300 bits from Radio Dread says, clowns are scary unless they are Steven brand. I'm glad to help people get over their fear of clowns. Personally. I don't know if I'm actually helping do that.
You're not.
Oh. Just let me believe. Just a little bit. 10 months from Rai Kitsune. 25 months from Item Crafting Live. 34 months from Hisashi09. Chemist 2020 to 300 bits. Honk. 15 months from Real Moist Pony. Continuing to be real moist. 500 bits from Mysterious Green Thunder. Good morning, grandparents. I've recently been trying different flavors and brands of hot chocolate. Any recommendations?
Steven brand.
There's a lot of good hot chocolate.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of like average hot chocolate.
Yeah.
But the good thing is there are, even if hot chocolate is average, it's still pretty good. That being said, the best one I've had, probably Silly Cow. Probably? Is that the name? Now I'm like, wait, that's the name, right? I'm not losing my mind. Worldle is still pulled up. Hey, y'all get that Worldle? Don't spoil it. Because it'll be confusing. So, but there's a lot. You got it in one, right? Like you pulled it up and you're like. Anyway. That's what I said whenever I got it last night. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Silly Cow. That might be the best. Okay, so that's not the best hot chocolate I've ever had, but that's the best hot chocolate I've ever had at home. Is a better answer. Best hot chocolate I've ever had continues to be, and this is bizarre to me, the stuff at Brookgreen Gardens.
Night of 1,000 Candles.
What are they doing?
Chocolate.
There's cocaine in it.
Maybe.
That's what I think. So I think there's something.
That's why the police are out front every night.
They say how many hot chocolates did you have? Because if you're holding a tray of them, it's a sting operation. Maybe. Anyway, but yeah, if you're making it at home, which you are, because you're probably not going to Brookgreen Gardens. Seems like a lot of effort to get a hot chocolate.
It's like winning
Silly Cow.
awards for Event of the Southeast. Like best Christmas event.
I mean, it's good. We haven't been in a while.
Because we got burnt out on it.
We went a lot. Well, now it's been a while, so when it comes back, maybe we'll finally go.
Maybe.
It's possible. 16 months from a Good Way Game Leet. Skits got gifted a sub to Yama Doragon.
I'm okay.
300 bits from Chemist, who just says Mummy. But then, also from Chemist, Toasty. Also from Chemist is just running through the... I felt like I've heard some of the different ones. Also from Chemist, M&M. As well as Yak. Don't forget, Wow. Chemist says, oh, by the way, I'm just clowning around to get the next bit badge. Oh, I see. Going through the entire thing here. Also from Chemist, Ska, and Ham, and Sugar. And now time for Clown Roulette. Clown again. Clown number 3. So much clown. But what about Yak? Curious about priority. So, for those wondering about priority, I think a lot of the priority ends up being equal, and then it's random. So, it's like a coin flip. Like if you have multiple keywords to trigger alerts, I believe most of them have equal priority, where it's just a random chance of which one runs. There are some things in the system that have elevated priority over other things. And I couldn't tell you all of those things because I don't know. I did not make the system. We look to our wizard and assume. Also, man!
Oh, I didn't know that.
Clowns are lower priority than most of the keyword. What?
Maybe that's new. The wizard is messing with things.
I don't. Also, we've called Chaz the Wizard for so long, and only now have I seen the Lord of the Rings films, and it really changes how I perceive wizards. Because like wizards have always been like, oh, wizard, and now wizard is completely different. Because wizards are these like angel-esque creatures, but you know what else? The wizards, they don't interfere unless they like absolutely have to. And you know, maybe that's like Chaz. Chaz is like, well, if I need to do something, I'll do it. But if I don't need something,
so is Chaz Saruman or Gandalf?
At times both. Like really a mix of the two.
Less if I have to, and more if I feel like it. But yeah.
Yeah. So the wizard description actually became more apt as time went on. And I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chemist also said, being a scientist, I got to do yak and then clown. And then, of course, just here a second ago, 666 from Chemist, who just wrote toast. We had other alerts, though. I probably mentioned those as well. 100 bits from Gamer Girl Life 2108, 39 months from Jizak. 30 from Radio Dread says, regarding the clown fear, yes, I do believe it's kind of helping, as long as I don't have to look at an actual clown. Well, you know, those with wigs, makeup, and red noises that make sounds. So I think I could help people get over clown fear if I was a clown. If I was either dressed as a clown or had like a clown mask.
Halloween costume?
Yeah, so, you know, if it was...
Nope, still terrifying.
Okay, well, hear me out. What if, just a spitballing here, it's like, it's me as a clown, and I would be talking as me, because I would be me, and then it would be like, it'd be a video where something happens to me, clown Steven. That could be, there might be something there.
As long as your mom can put the clown makeup on.
I hate the idea of wearing actual clown makeup, so I would probably wear like a Burger King level mask.
No.
Something.
No.
Anyway. My point is, you know, the key to, I think the key to helping folks get over a fear like that is to introduce them to the fear in an environment that does not contribute to the fear. And yells strong opinions about the makeup. Yeah, you know, like, you know, if you want people to get over fear of clowns, obviously they have to be exposed to the clown, but you don't want to do it in like a horror movie environment. That's not going to help. You do it in like a tiny, yeah, like exposure therapy.
Mods are threatening to go on strike.
If I was a clown. Step one traumatize. No, it's like a tiny bit. Tiny bit. You'll be happy to know I've never actually wanted to be a
clown.
Luna Pearl says horror movie clowns are less scary than haha fun clowns. What? Is that also the general consensus of people that don't like clowns? Because that's not how so I don't have any fear of clowns, but like that's not how I see it. A lot of people agree. What? Okay. Interesting. Neat. Yeah, I don't...
Vagabond says, okay, but have you guys seen spiders?
Huh. Yeah, I don't, that's not what I assumed, to be honest. Lunar Pearl says, I know the horror clown's intentions. The ha-ha clowns are a mystery. Fair? Fair. I guess I've never thought of it that way. I've never thought of it that way. What about the insane clown posse? I guess those clowns are like in a very different category.
Yeah. Very
Neither
different.
horror nor haha. Somewhere in the middle, in a confusing zone that I would assume that most people that are scared of clowns are like, oh, that doesn't maybe not count. Anyway, I hate how haha clowns are a category. You gotta categorize them. If you're
It's a gradient.
it's a gradient of clowns. And we have our title. Alright, where was I?
I don't know.
Where do mimes fall on the scary versus funny clown debate? Those are clown adjacent. You got your gradient of clowns, and then up a little bit is mimes. And then down, ooh, what's below that? What's the opposite of a mime? Below the clown gradient. It's got to be someone in costume, but who is, like, loud. A stand-up comic?
Street magician.
A street magician. Gallagher. Below the clown gradient is my favorite Steely Dan album. Oh man, I mean, I really like that a lot. They got a name for the winners in the world. I want a name as a clown. They call Alabama the Crimson Tide. Where was I? Subscription from Domo Arigato 137.
Welcome.
Also subscription from Machagra.
Welcome.
Double back-to-back welcome. I don't think we've ever had a welcome combo.
No.
That'll be neat
Yeah.
someday. You have to have 3 newbie subs in a row. It's hard. It's very hard. 500 bits from Bloop64. Currently accepting any and all good vibes. Am in the midst of hearing back about grad school decisions. So far I've been rejected from 8 out of 12 of the schools I applied to. It's a very selective program.
Wow. Good vibes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's got to be a little,
Coffee!
what's the word?
Stressful?
Well, yeah, let's just go with that because that's also super true. I don't know. Keep your head up, I guess, is the best thing I can offer, and then certainly send all my good vibes and goodwill towards you. You still got something to hear back from, so I try and keep hope alive while while you've got some options still that you're waiting back on. That is selective, man. I wish you well, though. I wish you well, because from everyone I've talked to that did grad school, it seems hard. It seems difficult. As soon as I was allowed to leave school, I ran away and never looked back. I think about it sometimes, though.
Going back to school?
I like the idea of teaching. I think it'd be really fun to teach video in a classroom application. Especially I've always liked that idea, but now more than ever, like, high school kids have so many tools available to them. I think that's the coolest thing is, the technology has changed where, like, that barrier is largely disappearing, and I'd love to. I know what people are capable of. I remember whenever we did the Fangamer Con thing where they did, like, the film festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. And they did a little film festival, and, like, there were people that were far younger than us, and I was putting stuff together, and it was really incredible. So, anyway, yeah, I would want to do it in person, personally. I'd want to do it in person. Camp Fangamer, that's what it's called. I also, you know, I like to, I like the idea of doing some sort of teaching. But I don't know that, at this point, I don't think that that's my, I don't think that's my career path.
No.
I don't think that's going to happen. And I enjoy what I do now, I think, more than I would enjoy teaching, but maybe occasionally.
I mean, there is teaching in the family. You know what I went through, so.
Teaching in the family. Yeah. I also say, you know, one of the cool things about having some sort of platform is that you do get to teach.
I get so many comments on my educational videos that are like, "This saved me, thank you."
Yeah, and that's really
Or
rewarding.
why couldn't my teacher explain the color wheel like this? Yeah. Or even cooler, teachers who are using my videos, because I've had some comments that are like, "Who's here from Miss So-and-so's class?"
Purple Poyo says, "Come visit SCAD if you want to do guest speaking." It's funny you should mention that. I was actually invited to go to SCAD and do some guest speaking, but the timing of that lined up perfectly with Mallory's surgery, and I had to decline. I apologize to all the SCAD students who would have wanted me to show up. I'm hoping that there will be a next time. Basically, I'm hoping that there will be a time in the future where I'll be able to do that, because that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Fun fact. And this probably goes for like any college, but I can definitely speak for SCAD. If you know someone, especially if like someone was an alumni who went to your school, and you're interested in having them guest speak, you as a student need to reach out to whoever you need to talk to and tell them. Because the reason that I was invited was because a student did that. A student reached out to faculty or whatever and said, "Hey, there's an alumni, Stephen George, who went here. It'd be cool to have them as a guest speaker." That's how they reached out to me in the first place, is someone requested it. So that works, and I guarantee you that the scale of that is probably very small. Like, it may only need like one person. So
it probably depends on the alumni.
I'm sure it depends on the alumni and the school and everything,
Yeah.
but like, just keep that in mind. You know, if you went to school with, I don't know, you didn't go to school with, but like if I don't know, Ryan Reynolds went to your school, and you're like, "Oh, this would be neat if Ryan Reynolds came and did a guest talk." Okay, well, let your person, I don't know who the person you need to let know is, but let them know, and you'd be surprised. You might be surprised, I'm not sure. Anyway, keep it in mind. 334 from Chemist, who says, "Alright, final clown with my remaining bits." Thank you. And we got a chance to like run through the different alerts there. I'm trying to think of my favorite recent ones. Sugar, probably one of my.
I like sugar.
Probably one of my favorite recent ones. Reading from Vinny G says, "Clowns are not fun. Please don't do modless clown stream." It makes it so much worse, doesn't it? Modless clown stream. It's like, "Mods, help! Mods, can you do anything?" Your call was answered by the darkness. Reading from T-Mug Celeste says, "Clowns are children without innocence. That's why they're so awful." From Allenham.
land made of milk and honey.
Children without innocence. I hate that phrase. It's a terrible phrase. Reading from Jai says, "Ah yes, my favorite Forgotten Queen song, Radio Ha Ha." That was good. Radio. Reading from Woman of the Flame. First time making breakfast stream live as I have a root canal this morning. I have never gotten one before, so I am slightly terrified. Good vibes would be appreciated.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
It's like a long filling.
Yeah?
It just takes a long time, and it is like a filling. I had one, my upper tooth back here, my last tooth in the row, 15.
I mean, Mal turned out okay.
Yeah. I mean, I cracked my tooth on something, which is why I needed one. And then there's a whole story, but...
Yeah, also, in a very general sense, whenever I need something done, I always try to frame it from the perspective of, like, if I don't get it done...
If you need a root canal, you will want one, because it will continue to get worse, and it will hurt.
Yeah. For as scary as the root canal is, if far scarier situation to have not had the root canal, because then the pain can get immense. There are few things as awful on this earth, in my opinion, as tooth pain.
Yeah.
I mean, just, I don't know what it is, man. Like,
Rearward Drake says, how better is it in the long run? Like, I don't have any problems now.
Good. It's been years.
Yeah.
If you,
yeah.
If you had problems now...
The worst thing is my crown is not great, but I had a bad dentist do the crown.
Oh, that's cool. This says, I just found out my family friend at the Olympics will be racing in the 1,000 meters today. Everyone cheer for Austin Kleba. That's neat.
Cool.
That'd be really exciting to find out that you've got, like, someone you know in the Olympics. We actually have been watching a little of the Olympics.
Very little.
Not a lot, but a little bit. Because Peacock got $5 from us. There was no good, easy way to watch the Super Bowl on the stupid TV. It was free on the NFL app, but that's on the app. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Steven, just AirPlay it to the television.
Nope.
No, because on a per-app basis, the app developers can shut that off. And they did. When you AirPlayed it, it played only the sound, not the video. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And I was like, wait. I know what I'll do. I will hook up my HDMI adapter, because I have an HDMI adapter for the phone. And you know what? That also can be blocked with HDCP.
We do not have basic TV.
We don't have cable.
No, we don't get any channels.
Yeah, we just don't have cable at all. So, I was like, that really sucks, because it's free on mobile, and there's no way to get the mobile on the television, which, like, of course, because they want you to buy it.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, and I was like, okay. So I clicked on the Peacock thing, and it was like, hey, welcome to Peacock. Would you like to give us $5? And I was like, yeah, I'll give you $5.
We've had an antenna in the past. It didn't last long. It broke.
We didn't have a very nice antenna.
No.
We didn't have a very... Like, I've known people in my life that have had... I know someone who has an antenna, like capital A antenna on their house, and they just get all the channels. I
had to think about it, like, when we rent a movie on whatever we're renting a movie on digitally, it's like $5.
If that. It's usually $3 or $4.
So that's kind of what we did.
Yeah.
And now we get to watch the Olympics and have the service for a month.
Yeah, typically, you know, if we don't own a movie on disc, I'll just rent it off of Apple TV. And yeah, it's like $3 or $4, and that to me seems fair for, you know, two people watching a movie for 90 minutes. Mm-hmm. So the fact that I paid about the same price and watched the Super Bowl for 3 hours, I'm like, it's fine. That's fine. Actually, in one sense, it's even better than that, right? Because then you have it for a month.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so...
I am excited we get to watch the Olympics now. A little bit. We watched a little curling, little monobob, little ice skating.
Yeah. I just made sure I set a reminder to cancel it. You have to cancel it one full day before the day before it's been a month, which is a little confusing, but I was like, okay. So I said it just a few days before, and I'll cancel it, because I have no reason to keep Peacock. We don't watch enough television. It's the reason we don't have cable.
Yeah.
Is that 3 days math to start? So the way I figured it was, we got it on the 13th, because that was the day of the Super Bowl. So I set it for March 11th. Yeah. Bliss says, cancel now and you should have it through the end of the month. Maybe. That's the thing. All of these different services work differently, you know? Like, some of them, you cancel it and you keep it, and then some of the other ones, like, may not work like that. So I'm like, well, you know, if Mal wants to watch some of the Olympics,
mm-hmm.
that's fine. We'll just set a... We're good about reminders, generally. You know, we set a thing and then we're set. What is...
What?
Oh, okay. I was like, someone wants money from me. My balance is ready for my EEG. Cool. I already paid the MRI. Time for the EEG. I talked about that on the vlog, but those tests came back okay.
Yeah.
Those tests came back okay. In fact, yesterday is when I recorded the vlog that talks about the entire...
why you're getting everything.
All of the medical situation. It's a really interesting one, and I hope folks check it out when it's out. It would probably be out maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. By that time, I should be caught up. Yeah. Massey!
Good morning.
Good morning, Massey. MC was here earlier, and now you are here.
I need to make a note for our meeting.
When is it?
Our meeting is later.
Okay. I got something going on later, too.
That's when our meeting is.
Okay. Sure. It's fine. Anyway, Massey, I hope you're doing well this morning.
Alert.
I hope you're awake. That's. I might need a tiny nap before lunch.
We need to go mail paintings, so.
So that's not happening.
Yep.
Oh, hey, that's the good thing though. Oh, good. Well, that's good. That's the way to do that. I mean, to each their own, of course, right? But that's the way I like to do it. I like to be up in the morning and sleep at the night. Yeah, for anyone that ordered one of Mal's, was it 18?
18.
18! If you won one of Mal's 18 auctions, they're on their way. Not yet, but they will be after the stream. Yeah, today. I see you judging my now. So here's the thing. I'm in a very conflicted position because I am I guess I'm a morning person in the sense that I prefer to operate that way. I prefer to get up in the morning and see daylight. I really like getting up like right as the sun is coming up, sitting down in a quiet house, local news on, and a cup of coffee. It's like the best feeling in the world. I love that. That being said, I really sincerely feel like I work better at night. And the nights that I get started working late,
yeah,
I have been some of the most productive sessions I've had ever in my life have been like I get started and I just work like 6 or 7 hours straight at night. And I kind of hate that about myself because I don't want to live that life. But I'm acutely aware of how much more productive I am at night. There's some distractions. There are distractions in the day that are hard to get away from.
Yeah. And
it's just way easier to put those distractions aside in the evening. And I hate that. But it is what it is. And between the two, I'd rather see daylight. So I just deal. I just deal with it. 500 Bits of Montagra, who says, been subscribed to your YouTube since back in your Minecraft days. Back then I was just about to enter secondary school and now I'm in my 3rd year of university. Thank you both so much for all the charming videos over the years, and I hope I get to see more of Mal's wonderful art. Well, first off, thanks for sticking around.
Yeah.
We've been at this for approximately 1,000 years. And we have even more planned. If you're looking forward to more of Mal's wonderful art, what Mal's working on right now is sorry, I just vomited.
What now? Blah.
Mal's working on what Mal's working on right now is seriously one of the best things, man.
Thank you.
It's so good. It's so good. In fact, I like it so much that I told Mal, I was like, you could just do this. like anytime you wanted, and there ain't nobody that's gonna complain.
I've
about
really
this.
had fun doing it. I got an oh wow from Chaz. I know, that's definitely like gold star from
all
Chaz.
of her art is the best. I mean, like I'm one of those things. I am one of those people who value everything that you do, and
I know you're my biggest fan.
I'm your biggest fan. That being said, like goodness gracious, this coming art piece is good. It is something the Mao has never done before, and it's just really good. It's just really good. And if Mao did these sorts of paintings more often, everyone would be like totally fine with it. Say you will appreciate it. You will appreciate it because, and I was talking about this on Tuesday. It's doing. Try not to spoil anything. It's kind of doing a style of art with the wrong medium. And it's not the only way, I guess, but like artists who have worked with various mediums and understand like how mediums are supposed to be used will appreciate it, because it'll be like, you used the wrong medium. That I'm just really excited. I'm really excited. The first time I saw it, I told Mao, I said, "Oh, that's really cool." I said,
"Did you add paint yet?"
I said, "When are you adding the paint?" And Mao's like, "That is paint." And I was like, "Stephen, what?" It was great. It was great. I'm really excited. I hope that it'll be out within the next week-ish. Probably be finishing it up today and tomorrow. Yeah. It's good. I'm willing to hype it up because it's that good. Gamer Girl Life 2108 gifted sub to Woman of the Flame. 30 bits from Platinum Pikachu, who says, so I did not come to breakfast stream expecting to hear the phrase, "What's below the clown gradient?" But hey, life comes at you fast. At least it's totally on brand. Yeah, I think that for the most part, we have collectively done a really good job of staying on brand. It is astounding how far that brand stretches.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of directions. But generally, we never say anything where everyone goes, "That's weird. They've never said that before." It's always rooted in something else where people are like, that's bizarre, and yet it makes sense. I like talking about the clown gradient here. Let's see. 6 months from Gabbert. Appreciate it. 40 bits from Radio Dread says, speaking of sugar, it's a favorite of mine too. I know. I can tell. It's a good one, though. It's a good one. It's a good one. 4 months from El Simi 82. Michigan Boy 18 gifted a sub to Messiah Nell, which is very sweet. 30 bits from Line says, I butted in on a conversation in Animal Crossing, and one of them said that they wanted to say something inappropriate, but luckily they knew Morse code. Didn't expect that from Nintendo. That's funny. I like that. They updated a bunch of the conversations in Animal Crossing 2.
I think so.
I remember that. I remember that happening. It was like one of the... I don't know if it was with the Brewster update or before the Brewster update, but they like added a bunch of extra stuff, which was really nice. Oh, I had some folks asking me if I fixed the button. Would you like to do the honors? I did. I did fix the button.
It works! The button!
So the fun thing about that button is that it was not broken. I checked on the button after the stream on Tuesday, and I was like, "Is the button broken?" Fun fact: button was not broken. I mean, it was broken, but like from the Stream Deck side, it was fine. So I was like, "This is stupid." So I just like deleted the button and then re-added the button, and it worked again. Look at that! Look at that! Also, yeah, not physically broken. Yeah, it's working. It's good.
Yeah.
The Stream Deck has been stable.
Haven't shocked it lately.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm worried at some point that it'll be irreparable.
Yeah.
This stupid house, I swear. Like, I don't know why there's so much static here, but like every move I make upstairs,
And downstairs.
But especially upstairs. This is
Yeah.
where all the equipment is. I do by touching metal. Like, everything I do, I'm like, okay, I moved a little bit.
You put that bracelet back on?
Maybe I should. You know, folks remember, was it last year that I blew out the light?
Yeah.
I'm never making that mistake again. Never making it. Oh, y'all want to hear about a crazy thing? Because this is crazy. I haven't figured out why it happens, and I hate that it happens. And it's gonna make some of you go, So the setup that we have here is we have 3 screens. We've got a Asus computer monitor. We have a television, and then we have another older Asus computer monitor over to the side. We have to have 3 screens
For Let's Go.
For Let's Go, and I've actually just let them be set up. And the way that we're doing the system now, it's actually super convenient because we're running the video games through OBS and then doing source projector out to the screen. So the nice thing is these are actual screens that I can use for Windows, which is cool. So this screen over here, the older Asus, anytime I have electricity build up, I use the C-stand that's holding the mic to dispel that electricity. When I touch the C-stand after I have some electricity build up, that monitor shuts off. Why? Why does that happen? I have no idea. They're not connected. They're not connected. I have no idea why that happens, but it happens consistently. It shuts off and then it shuts back on. You know, like it comes back on, but like it goes off for a second. And like that's insane. That's insane. You got ghosts. And like I've tried to figure this out because like the floor is carpeted. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, is it like the only way for it to go?
Have you tried sage?
The only way for it to go is like into the floor. Where is it going? I have no idea. Like there's an XLR cable that runs to the camera, but that's not carrying the signal. I have no idea.
You'll be the hit of the party with Tiny Eddie's Blueberry Goofy Nuggets.
You will.
Gosh! That's been some Pseudo Bites. Says, Tiny Eddie, what snack should Masay have today to prepare her for D&D? Blueberry? Yeah? Goofy? Oh? Nugget.
I mean, it's not too far off for an Eddie snack.
I think a Goofy Nugget exists. Like, I bet there's chicken nuggets with, like, Disney character shaped heads. So I bet a Goofy Nugget is a real thing. Blueberry, I don't know. Like, you can't put blueberries in a chicken nugget. You just can't.
You could. You could.
Stop it.
Do nuggets have to be chicken?
You're going to make me angry.
What if they're pancake nuggets?
What? What are you saying?
Do nuggets have to be chicken?
I mean, in this particular context, it generally is. What are you suggesting that they are?
Pancakes, I don't know.
What? How is a pancake a nugget?
It's like a little silver dollar one.
That's not a nugget.
Shaped like Goofy.
We have words for these things. We've decided that the chickens are nuggets, and we've decided that the pancakes...
What part of a chicken is a nugget?
Any part you want.
You got the leg, the wing, the nugget.
Listen. I'm just saying, you can't just waltz in here and decide that, you know, hundreds of years of communication are no longer valid and change the definition of what a nugget is. A nugget is for meat, very specifically for chicken.
What about gold nuggets?
What do you...
Yeah.
Listen, you need to... Okay, here's the thing. Start by listing all food-related nuggets. What do you get? You got chicken nugget. That's your strong...
Pretzel nuggets.
Pretzel... That's reasonable. I'll take that. But I mean, like, where else you going? Where else we going? I'm asking chat here. Turkey... Turkey nugget... I've never heard of a turkey nugget, but also it's too close to a chicken nugget. It's the same thing. We're not going to count it. Beaver nuggets. The ones from Buc-ee's?
Yes.
That's a little...
Corn nugget.
That's a little... Corn nugget. We'll do corn nugget. We'll do corn nugget. That's it. I'm not counting Bucky's Beaver Nuggets as like a proper noun thing. That's not a... So we're going to go with those three. I don't think we got any other... I don't think we got any other three. And it's just three, and that's it. Fish nuggets. Fish nuggets? Are y'all just making stuff up? I mean, like... Okay, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to give you fish nuggets. I've had things that I would call fish nuggets, but they weren't called that. Would you admit you're wrong? I'm not wrong. I am not wrong here. There are 3 nuggets. We got to 3. I have a hard time believing that we can get anywhere more than 3. Jose says, I feel like nugget is a size and shape.
Agreed.
Okay. The problem with that, I don't vehemently disagree with that. The problem is, for other types of food, for the size and shape, sometimes we have other words. And if you're trying to argue very specifically...
But why couldn't you use the word nugget for that? Yes, there is probably a different word, but...
You could... Okay. You could... As long as there's no... Let's set some rules that everyone can agree on here. As long as there is not a pre-existing dominant word...
Such as?
Then I think nugget would be okay. So for instance, if there was something that for the... okay, so great example. Let's go with popcorn shrimp. Popcorn shrimp, if it wasn't called popcorn shrimp, probably would qualify as nugget status because of the size and the shape.
Okay.
This is an example. There might be a better example. But because we already have a word for it, so that's popcorn, then we stick with it. We don't call it shrimp nuggets. We call it, we call it popcorn shrimp. So if it doesn't have a pre-existing definition...
What about popcorn chicken? How's it different from nuggets?
That is a different question. That's not what we're talking about. It's worth discussing at length, but it's not the question. You can't just bring that into the no, we're going to move back one step. The thing that you were talking about was pancakes, right? Is that what you were talking about?
Yes.
Pancakes.
Yes.
And you said a pan-carry, a pan-carry. I love pan-carry. A pancake in a small, like spherical? Like a cake pop, but it's pancake?
Like a
souffle
pancake.
The minute that it's flat,
souffle,
you know...
A souffle pancake this big.
Here's the problem. The minute you get a tiny bite-sized pancake, we have a name for that, and it's a silver dollar pancake.
What if it's the souffle one?
Then it's a souffle silver dollar pancake.
No, pancake
I am
nugget.
willing... Here's the thing. I am willing to give you pancake nugget, but it would have to be a cake pop. Like a takoyaki. It would have to be spherical. The minute it's spherical... So... What? Line Rider says, I've never heard of silver dollar pancakes. That's on you. Those are... Google it. That's a completely real thing. A small pancake is a silver dollar pancake. You get it to... I'll tell you one thing. If you can make a spherical pancake, you can have nugget. Villain, no. Are Hush Puppies nuggets?
Yes.
Yes. I hate that. And we shouldn't call them that. They're not... I mean, it assumes a nugget form. But we have a name for them, and they're Hush Puppies. If we have a name for it, that name trumps it. We keep that. If it doesn't have a name, we can go to nugget. If you invent something and it doesn't have a name.
You say Hush Puppies. Tiny Eddie says dog nuggets.
Dog nuggets is a good name for that. It's a good name. We have some alerts now. An anonymous gifter gifted a sub to Nugget of Wisdom. Satsy sends in 300 bits and says, the definition of nugget that isn't gold. A small chunk or lump of another substance. You are narrowing your mind with chicken, Steven. I mean, so here's the thing. I don't disagree with that assessment. I'm fine with that. I'm of the opinion that when we're using language, We are attempting to use language in such a way that it makes the most sense to everyone. If
We live in a society.
We live in a society. If we have pre-existing words that allow more people to understand, then we should probably use those words. Now, if it's something if we can't describe it, then nugget is great. That's why, if you're making a spherical pancake cake pop thing, using pancake nugget makes a lot of sense because that is in your brain. You go, oh, okay, that's what that is. And personally, I would like to eat spherical pancake cake pops with a little, oh my god, you could put, oh, this is getting good, this idea is becoming good. It's a little, you get the hot maple syrup and you put it in a squeeze bottle and you can just squeeze like on each little bite.
And they all run straight off.
Yeah, crap, that doesn't... No! Oh my god. Each nugget has a... follow me. Each nugget has a tiny hole. It's the insertion hole for the nozzle of the maple syrup. So you do a little... and then it, like... You get all the syrup from the inside. You know what I mean?
Coffee!
Here's what I think. This was all free for a restaurant. Someone out there watching is like, put it on your restaurant. How interesting would it be? You know, you go to like a brunch place and they got pancake nuggets. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest.
Coffee!
I like pancake balls better than pancake nuggets. Nuggets, something about the word nugget with pancake compared to, or pancake bites, pancake pop, they're all better than nuggets, unfortunately. So it's not that I disagree that you couldn't call them nuggets. You absolutely could. Noah? No. But like, which, you know, which word is most appealing? There's better options than nuggets. There's better options. There just is. Anyway. Also, we are describing donut holes, aren't we?
Yes.
See, why do we call them holes? Why don't we call them donut nuggets?
Because it's the...
Donuggets.
It's the center part of a donut. It's a hole. It makes the hole.
Back by popular demand, Tiny Eddie's Oasis Lizard Thins.
Some Space Fiction music. Tiny Eddie, what can you best recommend us in light of all this nugget discourse? Oasis Lizard Thins!
I hate that.
Especially because you can actually envision a lizard hanging out at an oasis.
Yeah.
Slice it thin. Like a cracker. Anyway. Eddie is a great way to completely
Coffee!
get us off of what we were... Which is good, because we probably ran the course of the nuggets. We probably talked about all the nuggets that we needed to. Where were we? 300 bits of Destitel says sugar. Also, time to put Grandpa in a home. Things I hear inside my own home on a weekly basis. 300 from Genesis says, what did I wake up to? It's fine. It's just,
I don't know.
It's just breakfast stream. 300 from Jacob Weddle 71 says, I would love to see Steven in the Gold Rush debating everyone in San Francisco on if they should be called Gold Nuggets. Those should be called Gold Nuggets. It makes sense. And again, the shape, I'm not debating with that the shape doesn't matter. It does. That's how you define something as a nugget. But if you already got a word for it, might as well use the other word. And in the case of food, the level of how appetizing something sounds is super important, which is why pancake nuggets is really not that great of a choice. That being said, I really do want to eat these. I don't know how you would make them. You'd need some sort of mold, because you can't...
You put a cookie cutter and put pancake batter.
But that wouldn't be circular. How do you make...
Oh, you just get like a takoyaki pan.
Hey, some of y'all are in the kitchen. If any of y'all are in the kitchen, I'm not talking to anyone in particular, but if anyone is in the kitchen today, you know, just as a concept, you know, just maybe make that. I would like to see it. So. If you already have a name for them, call them that. Timbits. But okay, I have a question because I don't have a Tim Hortons nearby. Oh my God, that's literally what we're talking about. Can we show that? Can we show that? This already exists. I want to show that image so people can see this because it does exist. But Andrew, you can make what you see on the screen. These pancake balls, these pancake nuggets.
I mean, you need
pancake
a takoyaki pan.
Yeah, but I mean, you can get one. This is it. This is found online. That is it. That's what they are. Don't they look good?
Yeah.
They do look good. So this is my question for Villain or for anyone who's around a Tim Hortons. Do they have Timbits that are very specifically pancake batter?
No.
Probably not. And that's the different. That's how you differentiate these things. You know, I've had a ton of donut holes in my life because they're delicious. But they're not. It's not. That wouldn't be quite the same, you know. And I would like to try it. That'd be really nice. I don't want to buy a takoyaki pan just for this though. That's a big commitment. I'm like, I'm gonna have to store that for the rest of my life.
This house has no room.
This special edition ones? What? Okay, well then, if that's the case, then it's the same thing. Could you make here's a question, before I finally get off of this for Rio, I promise. Donut holes, you know, whenever you're making the donut, they put them in the fryer and they float. Could you do a pancake that way?
So pancake batter is more liquid, right?
Sure, yeah.
Do you know how
could you...
What's the name of them? They're at the fair, and they're like the curly...
Funnel cake?
That's how funnel cakes are made. It's the same sort of batter in a squeeze bottle, and they spray it into the deep fryer, and that's how it makes that shape.
So you can't really do that with a pancake because it wouldn't keep the shape.
No.
Okay. Also, when are we going to normalize funnel cakes for breakfast in society? Or is that dependent upon being able to make them at home, which is not currently possible? 30 bits from Diddy Eggs says, okay, quick Diddy Eggs fact. He indeed used to only eat Wendy's chicken nuggets and still considers them his favorites, even though there are certainly better ones. I even came up with a special word for them. Spladgun. When are we going to make some pancake spladgun? Delicious. 26 months from Cork 0017. 30 bits from Blastoise says, it's like Kingdom Phylum, genus species. The genus species is Nugget Hush Puppies, IMO. When you start to apply educational words, scientific words to things, then you lend some credence to the entire ordeal. Probably. 30 from Furious Kitty says, I'm confused, but thanks for another American culture lesson. If this is your American culture lesson,
Steven says is not national. It's not how the nation as a whole feels about things.
I speak for America.
You don't. Frequently you speak for only you, and not even us.
There are definitely times I just make things up, and I think about that sometimes. I'm like, I wonder if we have like anyone from like any international viewers watching, and they're like, huh, interesting, and then they
never knew that.
I never knew that, and then they don't learn anything here, not even a little bit. I mean, so one aspect of American culture that is very distinctly American is insane foods. That part is accurate. Like trying to come up with foods that are not typical, especially if they involve any amount of unhealthy aspects. That part's real. I just usually take it a little step further, which I think is appropriate. The opposite of learning. Dude from Diddy Eggs says, quick breakfast stream topic. Do any of you also connect specially to a game that came out the year you were born? Because I have a thing for Donkey Kong 64 and a super fondness for my second favorite game of all time, Sonic Adventure, both from 1999. Mother 1. Mother 1 was 89, right?
Wasn't that 88?
It might have been 88. If it's 88, you get to claim it. I think it was 89. I think it came out the same month I was born. Yeah, 1989. Okay, not quite the same month. I don't know why I thought that. It was in July. I was born in March. Yeah, I'm gonna claim Mother 1. I'm gonna claim Mother 1 because I do. You know, obviously that game is very. That series is more special to me than the game, but the game is, you know, important. Or for everyone these days, Earthbound Beginnings. Should probably call it what it's now known as. It's technically not the same. I mean, it is.
I wish they would have put the easy ring in Earthbound Beginnings.
Yeah. The translation is completely different.
Yeah.
And that might be one thing that folks don't know, and that might be interesting to bring up again, just because Earthbound Beginnings recently came out. Earthbound Zero. Is that the translation that we have for Earthbound Beginnings is. Some of it's not so much a like. A lot of stuff in Earthbound Beginnings was changed for literally no reason. Town names, character names, item names, like all sorts of stuff has no basis in its Japanese version, like at all. Like not even close. Not like, oh, the localizer made a strange choice. No, like no. It just, we'll just make up new things completely. It's really weird, actually. So the version that I did on Stephen Plays a few years ago, that version was translated by Clyde Mandolin, who is also the person that translated Mother 3. And if you don't know, Clyde is a professional translator. If you've watched an episode of Dragon Ball in the US, you have probably heard his work. He worked for and has continued to work for Funimation for like many years as a professional translator. So like if you shouldn't ever feel bad about like oh, will Mother 3 be like an accurate translation? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I've said it before.
There was a lot of care taken.
Yes, extreme amount. Like, and I've said it before and I'll continue to say it, if we ever get an official version of Mother 3, the translation will still not be as good as the version that we have now. Firmly believe that. That being said, Tomato is his username. Tomato actually translated Mother 1 himself, and that's the version that I played. That version is extremely close to what the Japanese version is. So they're two very different experiences. It is somewhat a shame that the version that Nintendo somewhat hastily translated in 1990 is the version that everyone is still playing now, and that they didn't bother to like try and redo that.
Yeah.
Bit of a bummer, but it is nice that people can actually play it on their Switches. Like, that's more important. And the things that are changing, I mean, it's not like the story as a whole is changing. It's just all of the important details about the game, the little things that have a basis in what they should be, are changed for some reason. The town names are very odd. They are very odd. Anyway, let's see. 510 bits from Mr. Gameboy says, you are also debating on a language where the sentence buffalo, 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 buffalo is valid. Correct. Also, I can never put the correct inflection into that sentence because I cannot mentally think through what needs to happen where fast enough. So I just say the words. 300 bits from Jared Dillon. It says those round pancakes are called Abelskivers. Abelskivers? Or Abelskivers? And they are really good. I have never heard that ever. But that's fascinating. Big if true. So someone's already invented... Of course someone's already made it. Abelskiver. They're Danish. What? I'm just, you know, just... I'm not going to research this right now, but I'm just going to type this in so it's sitting on my phone for later because I want to look into this. Abelskivers. Neat. I'll leave that pulled up. Thanks. I didn't know that those were a thing.
What if you take the remember when I made the noodles for the chicken paprikash?
You will have to tell me what that is first. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
All I can think of is like the literal translation into English being sparrows.
Oh, yeah. And then people sent in some tools for that.
The tools.
Yeah.
What if we put pancake batter in that?
So you made like, oh my God, what
into some hot oil to fry it.
Whoa!
So it'd be like
you're making like pancake rice.
It would be like funnel cake, but like yeah.
It's not rice. What's the other stuff that you what's
Spätzle. Spätzle.
Yeah, but the people may not know spätzle. So what's the it's about the same size. It's not rice.
Orzo.
Orzo, yeah. It's like pancake orzo. What a wild idea. I don't know if that would be good. But like it would cook fast. Cook really fast. I like that. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Can you imagine being this sounds like crumbs. You gotta have faith, StephenVOD. What if you get it, you have a big old pile, it's gotta have some sort of like compote on top. Oh my God. Woo! These are good ideas. Someone else do them.
We have everything.
We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. For science, we'll do it. I'm not doing the takoyaki thing.
The Brits have that, scraps.
Oh my God. Everyone's already got something. Now I'll look it up. There are some Diddy eggs that says, as a transportation engineer, the Chick-fil-A temporarily closing in Clemson would make a great traffic impact study because traffic has, no joke, gotten a little better. People in the land of orange and purple love their nuggets. People in the Southeast, I mean, they do love Chick-fil-A, but then also just chicken nuggets in general.
My search did not work for this.
What did you search for?
UK pancakes, food scraps.
Literally all of the...
I know, and it didn't work.
Literally all of the
crepe,
terms.
Crepe. Regular pancakes.
Oh boy! A land made of milk.
Andrew says searching for food scraps might be a bad idea.
I know,
Maybe didn't work out. 30 Bits of Furious Kitty says Spätzle made out of pancakes batter. Sounds like Kaiserschmarrn to me.
Kaiserschmarrn.
Add powdered sugar and applesauce. So this is...
Wait, don't click that yet.
I won't. This is actually pretty fascinating because you start talking about these like, oh, what if we took this thing that we eat for breakfast and we modified it a little? And then once you start doing that, like all the international viewers are like, wait, we have that. And that's just like, it's neat. It's neat because it reminds me that we're not all so different.
So some of the images of this are like what I imagine, but some of them aren't.
Show me a picture.
So like there's this, which looks like a pancake torn into pieces. That's
just a torn up pancake.
But like this, like the smaller ones look more like what I imagine.
Yeah. I mean, I would eat that. A pancake is good, man. A pancake is good. It's just good food. It's just good food. Get yourself a pancake, cut it up, eat it whole, turn it into a ball. I don't care. I don't care. It's good all the way around. All right, are we? I guess we have to wrap up because
we do. We need to go mail.
We gotta
things.
mail all
we
those
gotta go
paintings
to
off.
Post office and FedEx, and maybe also the post office truck.
Oh my God, we're gonna be all over the place.
Yeah.
Pancake corn dogs are great. I haven't had one in a while. No, wait, I did have one, sort of. I had one in Atlanta.
Yeah. Because
whenever Mal went for surgery, I picked up a bunch of random crap, emphasis on crap, and I bought one of those maple blueberry pancake corn dog things, and it was honestly it was good. I haven't had one in a long time, and I was like, yeah, this tastes like 50 cents. All right. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let's talk about the things that are happening today, which is Thursday. The conclusion of Extra Life with Disney Pixar's Up. Conclusion. I say conclusion, although next week we will be releasing the 2 bonus Extra Lives as well as part of Extra Life. The little baseball game, and then squee balls.
Yes.
Milk and honey.
Squee balls. That's next week. But today is the end of the actual event, which is Disney Pixar Up. Also,
I was asleep for that.
you'll get to find out what happened. Also, I've got at least a few. I just released like several vlogs. I've got at least 2 more today, maybe more. We'll see. So stay on the lookout for that. And then I'm trying to think of what else is there.
Tomorrow we're streaming Let's Go, where
Yeah.
I play Let's Go Eevee and Steven does Let's Go Pikachu.
Yeah. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tune in tomorrow. I'm trying to think where we were last time. Oh,
We were in Lavender.
Yeah, we just entered Lavender Town. We just entered Lavender Town, so we're going to be catching ourselves some ghosts. Yeah, I thought we'd get a little further last week, and then we spent I think 1 million hours in Diglett Cave.
We did.
Yeah, wasn't really what I intended, but life comes at you fast. 300 bits from Aldo says, today is definitely one of those days I wish that Breakfast Stream had the disc-only topic list. Also, sugar. I mean, it does it, but you have to do it. The chat has to keep up. All you need to remember is below the clown gradient.
I wish I could go back to bed
That was
and
the
forget
same,
about this morning.
That was the same stream.
I know.
What a good breakfast stream. What a good breakfast stream. Good one. Solid breakfast stream. Can't we get beyond the clown gradient? From Line Rider says, reminder that Nintendo Switch Sports has an online playtest this weekend for anyone interested. Yeah, that's happening this weekend. Also, and I didn't look into this myself. I just saw someone post about it on Twitter, but I presume it's true. You can't do any sort of photos, any sort of video, any sort of broadcasting. Like, it's very private. And knowing Nintendo, don't chance it. Don't chance it. You have to sign an NDA? Okay. So hopefully it is made. I would assume that creators that have been doing this for a while have signed NDAs and understand that that's like a legal binding document. Don't break it. If anyone is new to NDAs or like a smaller creator that is jumping into this, like, don't do it. Do not do it. Do not break that. I don't think that Nintendo. Well, no, well, both bad things will happen. For one, they'll find out who you are, and they'll almost certainly ban your online account, and then they'll get your video taken down. They absolutely will. So, enjoy the playtest. Enjoy the playtest, but don't stream it. And with that,
yeah,
I think we're done. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope that you have a wonderful Thursday. And we will be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee.